Here I am at the Lion's Gate on the swimming pool floor for 4, I think, at the hotel downtown LA, where I've been serving at convocation for the Self-Realization Fellowship for the past 4 days. So today is the last day. I'm just going to do a view round. So don't know if you can hear me very clearly, there's lots of background noise, but I can hear a bird chirping in the trees as well. And I love coming to this area because it's green and it has plants in the city, and I find it quite challenging being in the city. I'm not used to being in a city environment. It's very intense, it's noisy, cooler today. Generally the temperature's up in the 80s and 90s. I've had the most amazing experience being here and serving. I've been on the bus service for the pilgrims going to various beautiful temple locations that are connected to Paramahansa Yogananda, and just really amazing. So I went to, just like really emotional just talking about it. Today is the Lion's Gate. It's a portal gate. It's an amazing connection to Sirius Star, and Sirius Star triggers the flood in the Nile. So again, the Egyptian connection, the amazing cosmic code that is coming in at this time. Wow, I didn't think I was going to have this reaction. I feel so blessed to be here and to be with Ron, and because if it wasn't for Ron I wouldn't be here, and all the people, the amazing people that we're serving with this week. It's the start of the 13-day cycle of Blue Hand, and in 2009 this was the start of the current cycle that I'm in. I'm a Blue Hand, and I'm in the cycle of Blue Hand that began 10 years ago. So I'm now seeing the culmination of my journey in the past 10 years. Today on my birthday, because again the Mayan calendar works in a 260-day spiral, so it doesn't align exactly with the Gregorian calendar. Back when I started this cycle, I was going to Kefalonia on my birthday, the 18th of August, and that was the start of an amazing trip to Kefalonia for 2 weeks, and then on to Florence for my cousin's wedding. And that year was so paradoxical. It was the end of our property developing career. It was the bank crash. There were lots of amazing challenges going on for us back then, and of course all of that needed to happen for us to learn a lot of things at that time and to make a shift as well. We're all making a shift. This is the human being emotional evolution now, and we've just started a 13-year cycle on the planet of the moon goddess and self-empowerment. So what has been coming up in the last 26 days, the last 2 wave spells of Red Dragon and White Wizard, we're now in a period of 13 days of transformation. If you have completed 52 years on planet Earth, you already have all your cosmic code, and you can actually track what year you're in, what you're going to experience. Generally speaking, on the planet, White Wizard was happening in the same way that it's happening now, as in a 13-year cycle, in 1967. So whatever you were doing from July the 26th, 1967, this is a really key revisitation for you. I was 2 at the time. I don't remember a lot about that, but I can ask my mum about that. And I can also tune in to things that I'm experiencing. And just to paraphrase in a nutshell what this whole journey is about, it's about awakening to our ancestral patterning, our ancestral wounding, healing it, as in emotional healing, clearing the amygdala, becoming very, very aware of our story, of our code, and how it keeps running this movie over and over and over, because the core intention of the universe, of the cosmic divine consciousness, however you interpret that, the whole purpose, the intention is for human beings to evolve. And at this time, it's for human beings to awaken, to know who they really are, not who they've been conditioned to believe they are. This programming that has been necessary for us to experience, and now it's time to really let go of running this, often this really challenging, stressful drama movie that we're running on the planet. It's a very intense time, it's a very challenging time for a lot of people getting sick and having huge changes in direction in their life. And what I offer you is, if you can see beyond the immediate challenge to the bigger picture now, the serious code is that we have to make changes as an individual, so that every perceived problem by the old mindset is actually the solution, is actually the doorway, it's the way through. We're not here to do some 3D American dream, although, you know, a lot of us are still running that program, and until we get clear of it. And you know, it's a deeply ingrained program, there's a lot invested in it. I mean, I've just shown you, look around. All of this manifest, where has it come from, what's created it? Often a lot of pain and suffering for human beings at this time. If you look back at the history of the land, at the history of what human beings have done to human beings in order to make this money, in order to create these places, and how we can change, how we can learn, how we can evolve and stop doing that. People don't have to suffer so that other people can thrive. People don't have to suffer anymore. And we can trust that this human evolution program is already written, and that if we focus personally on truth, on embodying and living from love instead of fear, then we create a whole different program. So this 260-day process helps you see the cosmic evolution process, and the more you become aware of it for yourself, for your own process, that is the key, know thyself. know your cosmic codes, start to learn how to understand these codes, how to heal yourself, how to become free and clear. Because this is what the process is all about. It's about becoming a clear sign, a clear human being who can download and hold a new template, a new format for a balanced, natural, in alignment with natural cycle path, which is what we did thousands and thousands of years ago, and lived a very different lifestyle because of it. So I'm not going to say there's anything wrong with today's lifestyle. I'm going to say we had to experience this and go through this to know what this lifestyle, this belief system, this mindset creates, and learn from that, you know, take the wisdom from that. And it's so key to understand that we are creating from our energetic space inside. Doesn't matter what we think on one level. Paradoxically, what we think creates a mindset and creates a whole holographic program for us. But in terms of where we are right now, we are creating from that inner space of our energy, of our DNA as human beings. And each spirit comes into a human being DNA vehicle, a grail, and it is about marrying the two, you know. So the more that the human being vehicle is healthy and in alignment with truth, the healthier it is. And the more that the human being is following truth practice and coming from a healed heart, a loving space, having learned the lessons, having learned how to let go of past trauma, then the more that the spirit can come in and guide the human being. And it's incredibly complex, but it's also incredibly simple. If we follow templates of truth, and we know what that is deep down, we always know what that is intuitively, we trust our feelings, we become discerning, and we align with right relationship in life with everything and everyone holistically, then we come into living a very different life. And yes, it is challenging, because often that means we have to stop doing things that are habitual, familiar, comfort zone. We have to let people go who are still wanting to do the old drama, who are still wanting to follow the old patterns. We have to choose now. And so over the next 13 days, this is really about shaping our destiny. It's about being really conscious, making conscious choices, noticing when we're not conscious. So noticing when we're doing unconscious behaviors that create drama, that create triggers. Triggers are the doorway, the gateway. They're showing us the old story. They're showing us where we've experienced emotional wounding, because we feel anger, we feel sadness. And so this is showing us this is old story. It's an amazing time to be alive. And we've got the full moon in Aquarius coming up soon as well. There's lots of planetary activity now. And it's a really divine time to go for it, have the courage. Leo, sun time, feel into what your heart desires and live that dream. And often this takes us way out of our comfort zone. This means we've got to learn new things, we've got to have faith, and we have to take action as well. So now is the time. We've just begun the Mayan year and we're in magnetic moon. So what we're doing at this time, the first 28 days from the 26th of July, is going to be what we're working with for the next year. So we're being initiated, and so basically the more courage we can have to step out of our comfort zone and do new patterns and dare to believe that we are the most amazing cosmic creators and that we can create a new way of life for ourselves that reflects our passion and our gift that we've come to share. If you'd like to know any more about your personal code, about your Mayan sign, about where you are on your 13-year cycle, please get in touch. I also do astrology if you want to know more about your in-depth picture pattern at the moment and how the starry skies are influencing you. It's a great way to understand these changes and to feel empowered to work with the cosmic alignments. I'm here in LA for another day after this and then back to Encinitas, which I'm so looking forward to because it's quieter, it's near the sea, and yeah, the city energy is so powerful. Again, it's about finding your pattern and your code as well for that. Where do you feel good? Where do you feel comfortable? And create more of that. Use tools to enhance your life. All the tools are available now. Check out Emotional Freedom Technique, emofree.com if you haven't already, and because that is life-changing, it's very dynamic, changed my life and I love sharing it, and it really works with all these other frameworks as well. Self-Realization Fellowship is an amazing set of cosmic tools as well that have scientific principles. Many people that I've met here this week, including my partner, they've been having this experience for 35 years plus, and the people who come here, who you connect to, are such lovely people. Yeah, it's just wonderful, really wonderful family to belong to. And every day there are people sharing their journey, they're sharing their wisdom, they're sharing techniques. So again, if you feel drawn, please check out the Self-Realization Fellowship. Lots of things again online for you to experience, and you can do this at any stage of your life, at any age of your life. Do it today. Be the gift that you are to the world and change your life, and in doing so change everyone else's. We're all in this together. Lots of love. See you soon. Bye for now.